The Justice Department has filed a lawsuit against the state of Texas over the state's 6-week abortion ban. The lawsuit was filed at a federal court in Austin, and it challenges the constitutionality of the abortion ban because the law conflicts with the statutory and constitutional responsibilities of the federal government. Attorney General Merrick Garland contests the law's implementation, and he argues that it creates difficulties for clinics to obtain federal court orders to block enforcement of the law. During a press conference earlier today, Garland spoke to the risks to abortion clinics providing services due to what he classified as a scheme by the state of Texas.
Because the statute makes it too risky for an abortion clinic to stay open, abortion providers have ceased providing services. This kind of scheme to nullify the Constitution of the United States is one that all Americans, whatever their politics or party, should fear.
Meanwhile, Texas Governor Greg Abbott has taken the first step in shifting his focus from voter suppression to gerrymandering. Abbott has ordered yet another special legislative session. This one will deal with redistricting based on the latest census data, and it will be a contentious topic. There is a substantial incentive for Texas Republicans to draw districts that benefit them. The creation of more heavily red-leaning districts would enable Texas Republicans to hold the state house majorities for the next decade and possibly beyond. Meanwhile, the state is experiencing a population transformation, and the fact that 10 of the most populous counties in the Lone Star State voted for Joe Biden in 2020 are both threats to the stronghold Republicans currently have on the Texas State House. Joining us to discuss all things Texas is Texas State Representative Jasmine Crockett. Representative Crockett, it looks like Texas is becoming ground zero in the culture wars in this country, whether it be about voting rights, whether it be about a woman's right to regulate her own body, whether it be about what you can teach in the classroom, whether it be about whether or not the children will be made to wear masks in school or not. How are you thinking about your home state of Texas being thrust onto the front lines of the culture wars?
Yeah, first of all, good evening to you. It's great to see you. Sadly enough, Texas has become the leader in everything that is bad, right? Like, we can't stay out of the national spotlight for like basic things, right? Things like a constitutional right. We're having to fight for those things that people were fighting for before I was ever even thought about from my parents. And so it's been really frustrating to know that we know what Texas is. Texas is a lot better than we look. We know that this is a majority minority state. And honestly, that's the reason that we are being subjected to this. It's because it is a power grab on every single level. And so they've got to figure out, well, we don't have crazy Trump at the top of the ticket. How are we going to get those people to come out and vote for us in our primaries? We've got to do all of this if we are going to hold on to power. And it's hold on to power by any means necessary. Trample on the Constitution every which way you turn, but then also use the Constitution to justify giving everyone a gun without any training or any licensing.
One of the things that happened when Jim Crow was first established is that other states looked at the states at the vanguard. Did they do something and get away with doing it? Did the courts knock it down? No. Did the voters somehow find a way to undo it? No. And if it worked and if it stuck, the other states followed suit. Does Texas become a model that will be replicated, by copycat states across the country that will basically create another country within a country of restrictions?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that that's the name of the game at this point. I think there were Republican states that were looking for ways to get CRT passed and who could have the worst CRT bill to pass. They were looking for abortion bans. What state could kind of lead the way? And they were all trying voter suppression. We've talked about how many states have had voter suppression bills go through these state houses. And what's most frustrating is that the average person really doesn't understand or care about their state reps. They show up when it's a presidential. and they vote in the presidential. But when it comes down to our gubernatorial elections, when it comes down to our state house elections, when it comes down to our city council elections, that's where we see everyone falling off. But I think that now people understand that it is really important to pay attention to those that are closer to you, and those that are closer to you that are in the state house and where they stand on these issues. Texas is leading the way to the bottom, and I promise you, him and DeSantis, Abbott and DeSantis are racing.
Democrats in the state house in Texas broke quorum to prevent the voter suppression bill from being passed. What is the plan now that the Texas State House is taking up this kind of gerrymandering, or drawing the districts, which will eventually be, it will very likely be gerrymandering?
Did you ask me to reveal any secrets I may have on national TV? I'm just saying.
That's the whole point of the show.
No, I'm going to tell you, honestly, I think the goal this legislative session was to throw so much on us that we could barely fight one battle at a time, right? We would walk in and we have to deal with anti-trans legislation, voting legislation, gun legislation, defund the police legislation, protester legislation, and so I personally believe, number one, that we're fatigued. And I think that was part of the deal, right? Is to wear us down. Right now we are trying to work within our delegations because we actually draw our own maps as it relates to the state level. As it relates to the congressional level, it's a little different story on that. And so, we are trying to work within our delegations to see kind of how that will fall out. But the Texas Constitution says that we are not supposed to be drawing new lines right now. So there is litigation that is currently pending on that particular issue. I honestly want these Republicans to have to run on these same lines that we currently have, because I can absolutely guarantee you that we would flip the House. There were only somewhere between 8,000 and 10,000 votes that kept us from flipping the House, flipping 9 seats. One Republican won by only 200 votes. So I know that we could take control, especially with the ridiculous rhetoric and how far right they went, but they went that far right route because they fully anticipated that they would have serious primaries. They weren't concerned about the general. So we will see how the courts rule about whether or not we can actually draw lines, and then we would just have to deal with the congressional lines because the Texas Constitution doesn't really control us on drawing those lines.
Jasmine Crockett, thank you so much. As always, thank you for letting us keep you up at night. Now you can go to sleep. Thank you so much. More Prime after the break.